I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Because of you sharing your story with me, I feel comfortable sharing my own.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. Talk with your doctor to create a treatment plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years? You might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Wow. Thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Hi, everyone. Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that after 75 years, Smokey's only said,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
but I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom!
Welcome to Burnsville High School, the second half of our doubleheader this evening. It's the 4-2-2 Eagan Wildcats taking on the winless Burnsville Blaze. Burnsville trying to get in the win column before this regular season is over on a chilly Thursday night at Burnsville High School. Sam Ekstrom with you on BCTV. Glad you joined us for our coverage tonight. The Eagan boys winning 2-1 in the first half of our doubleheader. And the girls now going for the sweep. The Blaze have had a difficult year on the field. No wins, outscored 36-4. Let's take a look at their season so far. And it's been a shortened one, but it hasn't been great for Burnsville. They started the season with a tie and losing 7 of their next 8 after that, with another tie mixed in against Farmington. There you see the numbers. Shut out in 8 different games, and tonight they hope it's a different story against a rival Eagan team that has been very good in recent years. Maybe not at the same level this year, but this was a state championship caliber club, and they'll bring that type of mentality here tonight under the coaching of Sherry Lenz. Burnsville coached by the veteran John Soderholm. Should be a good one this evening. Our goaltenders on the Eagan side, London Anderson, and on the other side it's Sherilyn Morales Rojas for Burnsville. Final words of instruction, final huddles of the home season for the Blaze. Eagan after this with 2 more against Shakopee and Prior Lake at home. We'll be getting underway here shortly. Boys game highly entertaining. Eagan got a goal with 13 minutes left to win. A 2-1 victory after hitting a couple posts and missing on a couple of penalty shots. Burnsville wearing black, Eagan wearing white. Morales Rojas, the sophomore, will take her place in goal. And London Anderson, the junior for Eagan. Encouragement being shouted from the fans in attendance on a cold night, the sun going down, and this one will be played under the lights. Temperatures probably in the high 40s for this one. And here we go. Burnsville, Eagan on BCTV and ETV. We're glad you joined us. Eagan with the initial possession just shy of midfield. Turning that pass back to the middle, Lauren Rockford. Grappling for possession, Delaney Woog of Burnsville. Ariel Lindgren gave it up, and Burnsville swats it back across midfield. Kara Waldrop goes for possession for Eagan. Burnsville tracks that down and sends it along. Went off the head of Olivia Miller. Settled down by the Blaze, moving left to right across your screens. Good pass to Madison Barr. Eagan trying to work it back the other way with Megan Carlson. And Burnsville will have a free kick. Blaze coming off back-to-back 3-0 losses against Lakeville North and Prior Lake. Sent in strongly into the 18-yard box and headed out by the Wildcats. Laura Newton. Rolled forward to Emily Cronkite, the multi-sport star. Also a hockey player, Cronkite, with it along the sideline, earning a throw for Eagan. Cleared out by the Blaze. Played by Woog. Waldrop stripped it, passed it down the sideline. Crossed in front, all the way through, and off the goaltender Morales Rojas. That'll be a corner kick for the Wildcats. Lindgren will be set up for it. Nice flight under the ball. It's headed toward the net and wide. Olivia Miller made the attempt. Just about 3 minutes in, Eagan with a good early chance. Rockford jets to her left. Lauren Rockford scores! 4th minute. And Eagan takes the lead. The junior forward, Lauren Rockford, beating Morales Rojas, who dove to her left. Great start for the Wildcats. Let's get another look. Just out of reach. I think she even got a piece of it on the dive. Less than 4 minutes into the game. Now the Wildcats countering once more, trying to split through. It was Lindgren. Dickhausen for Burnsville trying to sweep it clear. It'll be a Burnsville throw. So again, just like our boys game, Eagan gets the early lead. It was the second minute in the boys game, and then Burnsville battled back in that one to tie it by halftime. See if the girls' team can do the same. Burnsville girls still trying to find that offensive awakening. They've gotten some nice play from Madison Barr, Olivia Carlson, Ella White. Just haven't consistently been able to find the back of the net. Megan Carlson, a drive and a catch by Morales Rojas. Volleyed around near midfield. Eagan brings it down. Cronkite moves it along. They try to cross, looking for Connolly. Burnsville endeavoring to get it back the other way. Dickhausen races to pick it up. There's a clean strip by Eagan. And now Rockford. Sent back to Carlson, moved along and intercepted. Here come the Blaze the other way. Milhopt moved it down the sideline. Woog chasing. And Burnsville has a throw pretty close to the corner flag. A couple new additions to this Burnsville roster in this one. You'll see number 11, Laura Janish, at some point. Thrown in toward Woog. Headed on toward Erica Lehman. Lehman crosses into traffic. Connolly flies it out of bounds. And that hops out of play. Burnsville last season a 6-win team. 8 losses, 3 ties. Won just 1 game in the South Suburban Conference. They fell to Eagan 5-0 in the first round of the playoffs last year. These teams met, both Section 3 foes. And there will be a section tournament this year. It was recently announced. Got a throw coming here for the Blaze. Near Woog. Knocked away from her. And the Boys was hovering over it. Pops to the near side. Wildcats possess. Decisive move by Rockford. Switches directions. Still working the sideline. Into the clear, Cronkite. Makes a lateral run and then shoots it wide of the net. Goal kick, Blaze. Four wins for Eagan on the year. They beat Farmington. They beat Eastview, Apple Valley, and Lakeville South. They started 0-2-1, and they are 4-0-1 since. Eagan with it, their last line of defense. Brecklin got rid of it, far side out of bounds, a Burnsville throw. Beautiful full moon rising above the field here tonight at Bob Pates Stadium. Eagan up an early goal. They'll send this downfield for Cronkite. Cronkite is senior, who will be getting set for hockey. The hockey season announced to be starting on time, a little shortened season, but a flag up there on Rockford. Offside the call. Sherilyn Morales Rojas, the sophomore, will have the goal kick. Just about 10 minutes gone in this first half. Free kick for Burnsville because of that offsides flag, I beg your pardon, and it ends up on the Eagan half. Blaze couldn't keep it in with Lehman. Goes to Eagan. Wildcats will have a toss. They went 8-7-3 last year, a sixth place team. They were beaten by Burnsville 3-1 in the regular season before their postseason dominance of the Blaze. Barr. Her pass interrupted and ahead past Carlson. She drops it back. Down the sideline, it ricochets toward the Blaze, trying to get it to Barr. Connolly with it for the Wildcats. Trying to switch fields is Eagan. They lead by 1. Newton rolls it in for Morales Rojas. She's split time with Lily Navarrete, the senior goaltender this season. Wildcats will have a throw near their bench. Sherry Lenz, the second-year coach. She replaced Balut Ozturk a couple of years ago after Ozturk took a college job. Morales Rojas, a mild bobble, and she'll pick it up. The conference leader right now, Rosemount, by 2 points over Lakeville North. Both unbeaten, but Rosemount has one more win, which turned into a tie for Lakeville North. Irish 8-0-1, having a great year. Tiptoed to the middle. Now straight at it. Oh, what a shot by Miller, just wide. A drive from 35 yards, just missed. Morales Rojas will give up that goal kick. Olivia Carlson will lay into it. Megan Carlson knocked it down. Ball loose on the sideline. Ella White, number 19, hovers over it. To the near side. Dickhausen. Stripped of the ball. Laura Newton gave it up. Foot race won by Rockford. Good speed. She'll look to the middle and put one on net. Morales Rojas on a hop. Eagan State Champions 2017. Won 16 games. Beat Rosemount for the section championship. Beat Maple Grove for the state championship. A year later, they reached the state semifinals, lost to Minnetonka, ended up taking third. Last year, a step back, losing to Rosemount in the semifinals after eliminating the Irish 2 years in a row, and it looks like Rosemount again might be the team to beat in Section 3. Lehman lost it. Rockford chips it to the corner. Olivia Carlson taps it along. Wildcats back with it. It exchanges hands. Dickhausen toward the ball. Eagan possession. Lindgren. Nice pass, cross field. Give and go. Riley crosses. Loose momentarily and cleared by the Blaze. Miller sent it to the far side of the field. Waldrop sends it into the box, and it's Morales Rojas on top of it. Over 15 minutes played. Rockford the goal that you see on the scoreboard, 4th minute. Beautiful new artificial field turf for Burnsville this year. They got a revamp and probably good for the life of the turf. It hasn't been overused this fall. Fewer soccer games, no football yet, although that'll change 1 week from now. Burnsville actually starts their football season on the road, but then they'll be back here on the 15th for the home opener. Tossed in by Burnsville. Mallory Jensen, number 24 for Eagan, battles with Lehman. Hauled in by the Blaze. Connolly. Spinorama at midfield. Miller. Olivia Miller. Looking for Cronkite, knocked away. Brought back in by Rosser. And we've got a whistle. And an injured Blaze on the field. That foul against Burnsville. And I believe the one injured is the one who got charged with it. Emma Boyes is down. The freshman, Emma Boyes, youngest player on the roster. And brings play to a halt with 23:08 to go. Working on the knee. See what we can tell from the replay. As Boyes gets up, that's a good sign. There's Boyes. Oh, took a bad step. Had her momentum going toward the end line, and that leg got kind of tangled up. We hope it's nothing. She's walking well, but that'll obviously be examined further. Definitely was in some pain, as Miller lasers one in on Morales Rojas. Jensen passing for Cronkite. Cronkite puts it toward the net. Morales Rojas staying busy. Morales Rojas has gotten the starts of late. Burnsville early in the season was having a tough time against some good opponents, but losing by 4, by 7, by 5. Recent games have been tighter. They've held opponents to 3 goals or less in their last 5 games, and 2 goals or less in 3 of their last 5. Cronkite winning that race, but an offsides flag. Fans don't like it. And Burnsville will have a free kick from their own end. Olivia Carlson, the junior, she'll have the free kick. She's got 1 goal on the year, scored in the opener. Burnsville tied Eastview at 2. They have not scored more than 1 goal since that game. We had a booking, it appears, at the Eagan bench. Might have been in response to that call. At any rate, the clock is moving. It should not be moving. And play resumes. Loose in the box. And the Wildcats will veer this one out to the right side. Kara McClowski with the theft. Cross to Dickhausen. Takes it in stride. Quickly stolen by the Wildcats. And now they look over the top. Ella Logan underneath that one. Ball goes out of bounds. Coming out of the game, Madeline Blackburn for the Blaze. Off of Lehman, and she'll fire it downfield, looking for Woog. Miller got there. Mallory Jensen interrupted. Blaze try to go through. Foot race with Barr. And a Burnsville throw on the near side. Past the halfway mark of the first half, 1-0 Wildcats. The junior Allison Matter will throw it in. Pounded out by Kate Riley. And now Riley up ahead. This might be a chance for Cronkite. She goes down, not Cronkite, Logan, I should say. Morales Rojas just threw her off her step at the last moment. Jensen passing. Connolly, and McClowski takes it back. There's Connolly, a drive, wide right. Let's see that run by Logan, the freshman. Logan actually got there first and then tripped up. If she'd stayed on her feet, she might have been able to get to that ball and put a shot on net. Olivia Carlson Ella White with it. White. Intercepted by Riley. That one leaks into the box. Morales Rojas shoots out to make the play. You see Eagan fans bundled on the far side behind the Eagan bench. Burnsville fans on this side of the pitch. Goal kick Blaze with 17:20 to go in the first half.
I always think, if the goalie comes out and blocks the angle and the person shoots wide.
Burnsville looking for win number 1.
I think.
Eagan trying to move their win total to 5 in their 9th game of the year, the 10th game of the year here for Burnsville. Thrown in by the Wildcats. Possessed by Roser. Cronkite. Nice cross. Morales Rojas stumbling after it, but cleared anyway. Burnsville trying to stay in this game, down a goal, obviously a lot of time. Just don't want to go down 2. Lehman. Knuckleball down the sideline. Olivia Miller. Miller out of bounds. Here's a throw for the Blaze. Matter to get it in. Good move by Lehman. Couple good moves. Winds up with Jensen. Logan battles, and Matter takes it. Emily Cronkite toward the net, well left. Carlson, the designated goal kicker, instead of Morales Rojas. She will let it go. Burnsville averaging less than half a goal per game as Jensen sends it to a spot. Olivia Carlson clears it. They miss Maya Hansen, the 20-goal scorer from a couple seasons ago. Hansen, the last great goal scorer in this program. They had a hard time replacing her last year. And still searching for that striker. "14 minutes left in the first half. Ella White knocked it down, went out of bounds. And Eagan will have a throw of their own. Dickhausen. Pass touched on. Taken away by Hansen. The pass by Riley. Roser to the middle. And Burnsville with the steal. Right back in the hands of the Wildcats. Newton. Newton. Forced into the box. Morales Rojas will back off. And this should be an Eagan throw. That would be Burnsville. Riley in. Riley centers. Offside. Rockford. Rockford doesn't love it. She was in great position there. Some of those are so close that unless you're the line judge with the best view in the house, you can't possibly make a judgment in real time. Loose at midfield, Burnsville with it. Lehman rolls it along the sideline. Miller picked it up. And Miller again. Dickhausen trying to apply the pressure. That clipped a Burnsville player and out.
Let's go, 21.
Hansen will throw it in for Eagan. They've outscored their last 3 opponents 11-2. White unable to get the touch. Cronkite, Connolly, and Riley all had goals for Eagan last game. Rockford last scored against Eastview. Also had goals this year against Prior Lake and Shakopee. There's some contact. It'll be a free kick for Burnsville. The senior Lehman, one of 6 seniors on the team, flies that one high, headed first by the Wildcats. Barr battles and wins. Mill hopped. That went off of Hansen. Again pops high in the air to the far side. Rosser forward. McClowski sends it off of Rockford. A throw coming for Burnsville. Next dead ball, we'll get a look at the SSC standings as they stand right now. Just a couple game dates left. Half an hour played in this game. Forced ahead by Carlson. And out of bounds. Let's take a look at those standings. Rosemount is your conference leader. Miller with it for Eagan. We'll get to those standings next time. Mill hopped right there. Won by Hansen. Here's Hansen. And she can't control it. Off of Miller. Thrown in by Millhopt. Trickled into the box, and then Eagan sweeps it clear. Cronkite turns and passes to the middle. Knocked free, Burnsville with it. Dickhausen upended. But that won't gain Burnsville anything. Fans thought it might. Eagan 1, Burnsville 0 into the 32nd minute. Miller around it. Burnsville trying to work it in deep. Dickhausen. A shot by White, blocked by Miller. Carlson cleared it forward. Rockford across midfield. Cronkite settles underneath it. Cronkite with Riley. Cronkite ran out of room. Goal kick Blaze. and subs coming in for the Wildcats. That's Lindgren. And there's Carlson. Set to bomb it away. Newton passes back. Ganji. Lindgren now. Good move by Cronkite. Through Blaze. Scores! Emily Cronkite makes it 2-0 Eagan. That is her 4th consecutive game with a goal. Emily Cronkite, such an athlete. Let's look at it again. And that's just speed to split between Allison Matter and her partner on defense. Wildcats score early in the first half and now late, and they lead by a pair. Woog onto White. Woog centers. Almost an opportunity there for Freeze. More of White.
Good try.
And Carlson pounds it out of bounds. McCloskey comes on for the throw. They'll let that one get all the way in on Anderson. The junior London Anderson has not had much to do. Six minutes left in the first half. Ganji running to take the throw. And into Lindgren. Runs alongside Freeze. Eagan up by 2. They lost to Burnsville last year, but beat them soundly each of the previous 2 years and in last year's playoffs. In fact, Eagan's lost to Burnsville in each of the last 2 playoffs by a combined 10-0 score. There's a cross. Lehman trying to get it clear, battling with Carlson. Connolly stepped in front of by McCloskey. Now White off to the races. White gives it to Newton there. Cronkite to Rockford. White on the sideline, brings it back to the middle. Ganji. A Burnsville steal, popped up high. Carlson cut in front of by White. And a good move by Lehman. Now Burnsville's got some momentum. Brace mill-hopped. Almost got there, now trying to backtrack and pick it up. Goes for the slide and sends it out of bounds, does Millhopped. This throw will go to Eagan.
Find the body.
Ganji set, but first we've got a sub. game, number 11, Laura Janish. And Janish with the throw. At center, Cronkite, who just scored a goal in the 33rd minute. Great passing. They've got Lindgren alone. Lindgren puts on the brakes and scores. What a job to stay with it. Ariel Lindgren, the senior, with a marvelous effort. 3-0. She had the hesitation here, thought she was going to lose it, somehow got by Carlson and Janish and beat Morales Rojas. And that number looking all too familiar for Burnsville. They've lost their last 2 by 3-0 scores, and that's the deficit they face now. There's a touch by Jensen, a touch by Suvenfim, and out. Back into Connolly. So Eagan's got 3 goals or more for the 4th game in a row. They've really figured things out on offense. First 5 games of the year didn't exceed 2. And now they've exceeded 2 each of the last 4 games. Really a tale of 2 seasons for Eagan, and they're peaking at the right time. They have 3rd place Shakopee and 5th place Prior Lake still on their schedule. And they played both those teams to start the year, but each SSC club gets a home and home with 2 opponents, and they've chosen Prior Lake and Shakopee. They lost to Prior Lake and tied Shakopee in their first meetings. Like Ganji let that one roll out. 100 seconds to go in the first half. Nilhop, the pass for Barr. Emma Jagger, number 3 in the game for Eagan, had it momentarily. Worked ahead to Cronkite. Cronkite runs against McCloskey. Doing a great job is Cronkite. She'll cross it in front. Oh, she scored it! How did she put that one in? There's 2 for Emily Cronkite from a mystifying angle. 40th minute, and a little jig to celebrate. That's 3 goals in the last 7 minutes. She shoots this just a couple yards from the end line, post and in. Cronkite with 6 goals in the last 4 games. Hard to tell what's her better sport, hockey or soccer. 4-0 in the closing minute. A disastrous end to this first half for the Blaze, and here's Lindgren now. Lindgren scored 3 minutes prior. Down to 7 seconds. And it might be a long halftime for the Blaze. They trail 4-0 at the break. Rockford, Cronkite, Lindgren, and Cronkite again. 40 minutes complete. Let's go back and look at our first half highlights. Plenty of scoring, plenty of highlights for the visitors. And it started early. This terrific move by Lauren Rockford and the shot to beat Morales Rojas. There's Cronkite splitting through Blaze, and that's kind of been the story, just Eagan forwards having their way against these defensemen. Put two bodies on them and hasn't mattered. That was Lindgren's goal, and then Cronkite was just a couple seconds ago. We already saw that replay recently, and here it is. Look at this angle. Cronkite, it's probably 5 yards from the end line. She puts it in, 4-0. Wildcats with 40 minutes to go. Eagan looking for its 4th win in a row and in good position to get it. We'll pause here at halftime on BCTV.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Hi, everyone. Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that after 75 years, Smokey's only said,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
Queen is just my everything.
His smile did it. His smile, his eyes, his knowledge. My landlord, he decided that he wanted me to move based on the fact that I was transgender. Let's just respect people in everyday life for just being human.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch. Till September. I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs, and that's still not enough to put food on the table. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
Hey.
Okay. If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend? It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Oh, hey, Julia. Are you ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
Mm-hmm. With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
After 15 years of smoking, Eva Marie quit. There's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking, now start screening. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
By the time you see the symptoms of lung cancer, it could be too late. Now there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early. If you smoked, get scanned.
Because of you being my #1 fan since day one, your advice and support has shaped me to be the businessman that I am today.
Play Eric Amarola's Race Day Mix.
All right, Monroe, you ready? Monroe. Ooh.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Because of you sharing your story with me, I feel comfortable sharing my own.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. Talk with your doctor to create a treatment plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Wow. Thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Hi, everyone. Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that after 75 years, Smokey's only said,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
Queen is just my everything.
His smile did it. His smile, his eyes, his knowledge. My landlord, he decided that he wanted me to move based on the fact that I was transgender. Let's just respect people in everyday life for just being human.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch.
Till September.
I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs, and that's still not enough to put food on the table. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger.
Welcome back to Burnsville. Look at that moon. And Eagan trying to put the finishing touches in this second half on their 5th victory of the season. 4-0 lead. And it wasn't out of reach until the final minutes of the first half. It was 1-0 into the 33rd minute. That's when Emily Cronkite took over. She scored to make it 2-0, then Ariel Lindgren with a goal to make it 3, and then Cronkite again. With just seconds left in the first half, made it 4-0, and looking for more, here are the Wildcats. That was Rosser settling under it. Burnsville, very familiar with how good this Eagan program is. And they hung with them for half an hour of this game, and then Eagan opened the floodgates. So for the Blaze, unfortunately put into the position where the second half becomes more of an exercise in improvement and trying to break up the shutout. Would be tough to come back at this point. Burnsville hasn't scored in now 2.5 games. Ella White had a goal in their tie against Farmington 3 games back. Burnsville moving right to left here in the second half. Thrown into Barr. Madison Barr stumbles. Dickhausen trying to center, and a goal kick. There's London Anderson. Eagan possessing. So they've now got 15 goals in the last 3.5 games. All wins.
There we go.
Passed up the sideline for Lindgren. Lindgren works on Carlson. Sent in front, and a new Burnsville goaltender making that save. That's Lily Navarrete. The senior comes in for the second half, and Burnsville shakes things up.
Nice, Lily. Nice.
A lot of contact there, but play continues. Jager. And there's a thorough clearance. Other action tonight in the South Suburban Conference. Eastview at Rosemount. Farmington at Prior Lake. Lakeville South at Apple Valley. Shakopee at Lakeville North. That last game mentioned, Shakopee at Lakeville North. Very important in the boys' standings. Those were the top 2 teams. And we're seeing now that that game ended in a draw on the boys' side. Lakeville North girls are leading 2-1 in the second half against Shakopee, the number 2 and 3 teams in the standings currently. That's a big game. Burnsville played Lakeville North a couple games back, lost 3-0. Dangerous ball in, and Jager crashing into the post. It'll be a goal kick.
Keep going, 21.
Eagan by 4. 35 minutes to go. I believe if this were to get to 5, then the clock would run through all stoppages, sort of a running time, and Obviously, soccer is mostly running time anyway, but it would move through fouls and goals and whistles and the like. There's Jaeger off the side of the netting. The discrepancy now this year for Burnsville, unfortunately, up to a 10-to-1 ratio. They've been outscored 40-4. Jaeger intercepts. Tried to trot into the 18-yard box.
Good try. Nice hustle.
A throw here for the Wildcats. Tossed in by Claren.
You got this.
And Claren again. Headed on by Roser. Tracked down by Ella White. Claren. And back comes Eagan. Emma Boys is back on the field. That's good to see. She hurt her knee in the first half. Didn't look good on replay, but she's evidently all right. That's good news. Claren in. Lehman punches it to the middle. Boys moves it forward. Hansen intercepted it, moved it along. The speedy Jaeger after it. She's got it. An Eagan throw, 33 minutes to go in the game. Toward the goal, doesn't reach Navarrete, blocked down and out. Brecklin. Claren. All the way in. Navarrete will pounce out and make that play. Section tournament will follow the regular season after the end of it this week, or next week, I guess. On the other side of the weekend, they will conclude the games. Section 3 comprised of mainly South Suburban Conference teams, Apple Valley, Eagan, Eastview, and Rosemount, along with Burnsville. Hastings, Henry, Sibley, and Park, the other members. Barr leaving the game. John Soderholm looks on. Dickhausen to Lehman. Good move by Lehman. To center. Across midfield. Lehman with the pass into the 18, and it'll be Anderson with the scoop. Nice run, though, by the midfielder. Tamped down in the middle of the field, and again, that's rolled in on the goaltender. White and Dickhausen chasing after it. Long bomb downfield by the Wildcats. Jaeger twisting it down the sideline and out. Throw to Burnsville. Roser crossed it in. Cleared out. There's Freeze. Scrappy play by Brooke Freeze. Connolly back the other way for the Wildcats. Miller to Carlin, or Claren, excuse me. Ella White has a teammate open, 1 against 2. Now Dickhausen in chase. That was Delaney Woog flanking her. Eagan a chance to get organized defensively. Less than 30 minutes remaining. Errant toss there by Millhopt, but Lehman stays with it. Good moves by Lehman. Lehman toward the net, saved by Anderson. Lehman really in control of the ball when it's on her foot. She's made some great plays. Miller works it down the left sideline. That will trickle to the flag for a goal kick. Subs coming in for Eagan. Kira Waldrop in the game, the freshman. Laura Newton, the senior. Eagan by 4, 3 of their goals in a 7-minute span. Rockford, though, scored the first one. Navarrete picks it up in front of Carlson. Navarrete down the field. Burnsville's got some space to roam. Freeze runs into a Wildcat. That's swept ahead. Jagger gave it back. Lehman. Dickhausen. Poked away by Brecklin. Eagan with a throw deep in their own half. Ella White. Tangled up. Goes against Jagger there. Millhop tiptoes along the sideline. A Burnsville throw. Dickhausen after it. That's fired way out of the 18-yard box. Now Rockford around it for Eagan. You see 3 new Wildcats about to check in. Bartles moved it on to Lindgren. Great move by Lindgren. Fires on net. Navarrete the save. Good work by the backup goaltender tonight, Navarrete. Inserted here for the second half. Megan Carlson split between Blaze on that pass. Rockford. Lehman nearly took it away. And Burnsville gets it back. Before the throw, 4 Eagan subs. Cronkite among them, along with Mallory Jensen and Ella Logan. Fresh legs in on offense for Eagan. Cronkite has scored twice, 6 times in the last 4 games. She hadn't scored before that this year. Now she's their leading scorer. Maybe an opportunity for Woog, but Anderson scoops it up and rolls it out to Miller. Olivia Knoll. Jensen touched forward. Emily Cronkite.
There we go. Goodbye, girls.
Logan to an open spot near the box. Suvin Phim on the sideline. And Burnsville has the throw-in.
Let's go, girls.
No state tournament this year, only sections. So there will not be an opportunity for the section champion to move on to US Bank Stadium. Not sure if that facility would have been made available for other events or not. Navarrete, tough time on the distribution there and winds up in a corner kick. Less than 24 minutes to go. Kate Riley in the corner. Riley shoots it low to Miller. Miller turns and fires wide left. .46 degrees presently. One of our chillier overnights of this autumn season here in the Twin Cities, in the 30s this evening. Or overnight, I should say. But a really nice forecast next week. And think about this. Friday Night Lights will debut this year on October 9th with 73 degrees as the high. How great is that? Logan sticks with it. Oh, and Logan mishit that one. Rosemount considered the top team in the state out of the SSC. They've surpassed Edina,
Here we go, girls. Let's go.
who's been widely publicized as one of the great teams. Tough for a team like Rosemount or an Edina in the late conference when they won't have the chance to win a state title. Lehman, what a move again. She's had a few just gorgeous turns of foot. Now Ella White trying to do the same. She fires wide to the left. And Anderson has the play. Lehman after it again.
You got this, girls.
Her pass, though, wide to the sideline. Wildcats with a throw, approaching the halfway mark of the second half of this game. No scoring here since halftime. Playing keep away from Dickhausen. Lehman sends it across field. Riley moved it along. Jensen Jensen still with it. Logan, the freshman, earns the corner kick. Sent out of bounds by Millhopt. Eagan trying to add to its 4-0 lead. Riley, there's a header, just wide. Well struck, but missed the target. Sub coming in for the Wildcats. Jensen will exit. Carlson and Newton back out there. Here's McCloskey. Off Newton and out. Logan in pursuit. McCloskey pushes it along and out of bounds again. Throw in Eagan. Newton grapples. Foul called. It's against Burnsville, and now a free kick. Olivia Miller. Freeze strips it away. One of the smaller players on the Burnsville roster, but she plays so much larger than that. Pass for Dickhausen, too far. Miller catches up to it. Bartles. Up the sideline for Eagan. Strong move by the Wildcats, now on the sideline. Still with it, Rockford. Pardon me, Riley. Kate Riley in front, and Navarrete caught in between. Let it go all the way to Logan. Logan, nice move. Carlson keeps it alive. She'll cross. Cleared part of the way out. Carlson again. Carlson in front. Navarrete finally ends the threat. Navarrete trying to complete a shutout in her half of the game. That snuck through to Cronkite. She'll distribute, trying to feed Logan. McCloskey the interception. Younger sister of Ty McCloskey, who is a great football and basketball player. Lehman's been fun to watch in this second half. Moved it ahead to Dickhausen. Blaze throw.
Got this, girls.
Dickhausen, good box out. Good move by White. Ella White, the pass to Lehman. Four 0 Eagan lead. And about 15 minutes to go. Shakopee will play Eagan on Monday, and then Prior Lake on Thursday. Lehman trying to go over top for Dickhausen. Moved along to Cronkite. Here's Logan. That's not kept in bounds. Tossed in by McCloskey. Cronkite. Nicely played. And there she goes again. Emily Cronkite. Looking for the hat trick. That's still in play and now rolls out. Cronkite just destroys the defensive angles that he had taken. Mill hopped in the game. Madeline Blackburn leaving. Lehman moved it ahead. And now Freeze. At midfield. Pass from Knoll. Intercepted by the Blaze. Taken back by Carlson. McCloskey. Bumped off the ball, stays with it, keeps it in. Knoll crossfield pass picked. Olivia Miller steps to it. Miller shovels a pass off to Carlson, back to Miller. Miller's got a strong shot. That was blocked by Carlson. Miller bumps Millhop there, still staying with it. Megan Carlson. From 30 yards she shoots. Blocked again. Logan in the clear. Logan will send it in front. Riley misses wide. Flurry by Eagan. They still lead by 4 with 12 and a half to go.
Remember to move!
Lehman forced in the air. Dickhausen settles it. Brecklin back for Anderson. Lehman just been all around the play. Collides with the Wildcat, play continues. Woog chasing after Miller. Popped up, out of bounds. Eagan throw on that far side. Cronkite snuck through, but stepping to it was Carlson. Past Cronkite. Olivia Carlson trying to will that one past the end line and just barely did before she bumped it across. 11 minutes left. Madison Barr coming in for Burnsville. Replacing Woog. Burnsville in its 6th home appearance, 0-5 in the previous 5. That cross over Carlson's head. A lot of pressure on Rockford. Crossed it in though. Miller and Millhop with the steal. Eagan will go all the way back to Anderson in goal. Claren. Loser. Rockford passes off to Carlson. Toward the sideline, good keep in there. Rockford still. Olivia Carlson toward midfield. Jammed back in by the Wildcats. This will stay in bounds for Rockford. Burnsville with a throw-in. 9 minutes left. Blaze in danger of seeing the shutout streak reach 3 games. Credit Burnsville's defense, though, in the second half. They've been stout. Barr trying to get by, but Eagan retains possession. Some of the commentary from the crowd, probably more entertaining than what you're getting here in the booth. They have not lost the enthusiasm. There's Connolly with the play. Pushed along by the Blaze. Dickhausen. Lehman, flying knee toward the sideline and out. Time for an Eagan throw-in. And 3 new Wildcats coming in the game. Carlson, Riley, and Cronkite will exit. We get Jensen in the game. Moved ahead by White. Newton. And out of bounds. 7 minutes left. Eagan looking at a 5-2-2 record. Could be their 4th shutout win of the season. Ball tracked down and now thrown in. Janish tossed it in, quickly possessed by the Wildcats. The feed for Lindgren. Connolly pops it toward the corner. There's a blast and a Navrat save. And Navrat under 6 minutes from 40 shutout minutes. Heaved out to the right, there's Miller.
There you go.
Off of Newton and out. We've seen Burnsville with some really scrappy talent tonight. Good players that know how to handle the ball, play defensively. There's just that X factor that they're missing that can be at the receiving end of some of these passes downfield. The difference in speed, it seems, is decidedly in favor of Eagan. White. There's Millhop to the ball. Freeze crosses. Back to Ella White. 4.5 minutes to go, and the Wildcats with it again.
Well done, Liv.
McCloskey out of bounds. Curled over toward Barr.
Dig two, let's go!
Madison Barr, team's leading scorer. Newton. Rockford to Miller. Olivia Miller sets up a corner kick for the Wildcats with 3:35 remaining. And they'll have Ariel Lindgren take it. Get a look here next at ball at our upcoming coverage on BCTV, including tomorrow's broadcast of girls swimming. Great cross on the corner, and Navrit the save, her finest one. Let's take a look at that upcoming coverage. We've got swimming tomorrow, and then football kicks off. The Lakeville schools at the front of the schedule won't be easy for the Blaze. We'll get a look at what Vince Vartmus's team looks like in the 2020 season. But swimming tomorrow on BCTV. That's a fun environment, even though it's virtual. The opponent not with you in the pool, so a little bit strange, but Burnsville's got some talented swimmers, even though it's essentially an intra-squad situation. Miller and Lindgren knocked off the ball.
Come on, girls!
Eagan works to the middle. Jensen, Lindgren. Great move. And off of Navarrete for a corner kick. Final 2 minutes, and Eagan keeping the pressure on. Lindgren scored in the 37th minute of this game. Almost had an assist on the last corner kick. Here she goes again. No threat that time. Here's White. White has numbers in front of her. She can get it to the middle. She does. And a free kick for the Blaze with a minute to go. They played advantage for a moment and then brought it back. Lehman, free kick. Trying to send Burnsville out on a high note. Nice ball in a crowd. Drops by Barr. Poked away from her. Freeze scurrying to it. Barr. Ball near the sideline with 25 seconds left, and Eagan will switch fields. All the way down near Navarrete, but it's swept out of bounds. 15 seconds left. A shutout for the Wildcats. All four in the first half, unless this goes. Navarrete with a clean sheet in the second half in goal, but the Wildcats win their fourth in a row. 5-2-2, their new record. Burnsville drops to 0-8-2. Next game for Eagan on Monday against third place Shakopee. That should be a good one. Let's get right into our game highlights. Most of them for Eagan. And they got the scoring started early with Lauren Rockford on this run to her left, beating the starting goaltender, Sherilyn Morales Rojas. Then, about 30 minutes later, it was Emily Cronkite in the 33rd minute. That made it 2. And then the goals poured in. Ariel Lindgren somehow got around Olivia Carlson there for goal number 3. And Cronkite with the goal of the night. From the corner, sweeps it in off the post for a 4-0 lead. No goals in the second half of action. Eagan wins it comfortably. Huge thanks to all involved from ETV and BCTV for tonight's broadcast. I'm Sam Ekstrom, giving you a bird's eye view. We thank you for tuning in to our coverage of South Suburban Conference soccer on BCTV. Back with you for swimming tomorrow night.